Welcome to the Glorpcast. Hey, I'm Kegelflorp.
And I'm Zinglezorp19 from Kepler A.
Wait, you're from Kepler A?
Yeah, man.
Ew.
Where are you from?
Kepler B.
The rivalry goes hard, man.
You know what the B stands for? Better.
Oh, I was not going to say better. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I see how it is. Well, welcome back to the Glorpcast. This is episode 2. We love you guys. We got a lot of support, surprisingly. And so now our motherlord is commanding us to keep it going. Unfortunately.
As things are, you know.
As things are.
So Pop-Tarts, right? Humans have these things called Pop-Tarts. And I've heard they're like
Pop-Tarts.
legally classified as like this pasta dish called a ravioli. Interesting,
What?
right?
I've had ravioli. I've tried it. Like the stuff
How
in the
is it?
can. It's not like a Pop-Tart.
What's a
Pop-Tart is
Pop-Tart?
not... You just said it's ravioli, but it's not ravioli. There's no way.
I mean,
Pop-Tart's it's made of bread.
I see.
Do
I
you not
see.
go down and eat human foods?
And not very often, man. It's not.
You
it's
should.
not. It's not all good for
It
the
is
glorp. The glorpling system.
No, it's not. It is straight up poison, even for just the humans. I don't know how they eat it, but
They're crazy, man.
they are. But yeah, sometimes I'll eat it. I do need to take my insulin afterwards.
They're
But
pretty crazy, yeah.
it's disgusting, quite frankly. Pop-Tarts are worse than ravioli.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
do you even know what it is?
No, I don't.
You brought it up. You brought it
did
up.
bring
and
it
you don't
up.
know what
You're
what
right.
Pop-Tart is. It's like bread with jelly in it. You know what
Huh.
jelly is?
I think, right? It's like the blood of our enemies, right?
Yeah, it's like the blood. It's like really thick and kind of jiggles if you slap it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it jiggles when you slap it. The Pop-Tart doesn't jiggle when you slap it because it's inside. A ravioli, I don't know. That's it's not bread, but it's kind of bread. Hold on, wait. You might be onto something. Where did you get this information?
I don't know. I just kind of I
Did
saw
you
it on the
make it
human net, and I was like, "That's pretty
Oh,
funny.
the
I'm gonna
human
bring that
net.
up."
Yeah, the human net. Okay, that makes sense. There's a lot of people that lie on there. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Like there's these entire documentaries that lie on there. They called them like the Men in Black or whatever. My immigration
The Men in
experience to Earth
Black.
wasn't like that. They asked me for my
No.
they asked me for my documents. I present them, and they're like, this isn't a real language. And I'm like, you've obviously never heard of the Kepler system, brother.
Exactly. It's they're so xenophobic there. They hate us aliens.
No, for real, man.
I can't I go in there, right? Of course I've got my big head and I'm floating off the ground. And they run away from me and scream.
It's crazy, right?
It's rude. Like the Men in Black movies, yeah, sure they look pretty realistic for aliens. But first off, Will Smith is one of the big guys in those documentaries. He's an alien. I don't
No,
know
for
why
real,
he's
yeah.
playing a human. That guy is just an alien.
Like very clearly one, yeah.
And if they're gonna make non-fiction movies like that, movies based off true stories, like Men in Black, or honestly every movie Will Smith has ever been in. Have you seen I, Robot? That one's true.
No, for real, yeah.
That one happened on what planet was it? They really advanced.
Yeah, and on series number 6 or something like that.
Series number 6. Ugh, what a place. I actually went vacationing there once.
That's crazy, man.
I nearly got killed by a big robot giraffe. It was really weird.
That tracks, man. I mean, they have all sorts of like, the robots start filling niches we haven't even heard of. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what would a long neck help a robot with? We can't comprehend that, but then they're over here. They built that, man.
They built. I don't know why they just have these random robots. Oh, what's your purpose? I don't know. There's like they have a robot there that, and they have pointless ones. They have a robot that will deliver your food for you at a restaurant.
That's
Why
crazy.
would they need that? They can
Like,
just bring the food there themselves.
right, I could use one of my 6 legs and walk over there and, grab it myself. That
Yeah,
might be one of the only things the humans have done correctly is like, the melon coke, man. It hits different, brother.
melon. What is that? Melon.
It's
Coke.
like it's this beverage they have that like you drink it and it makes you think you're dying because it like bubbles up inside you, but it's like
Oh.
really good though.
I can't drink liquids.
Ah, I understand. Yeah.
My bad. That's liquids don't exist on Kepler B. If a liquid enters my body, I do melt.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate, but
Huh.
that melon Coke, that does sound interesting.
It
Maybe
is
I'll have
different.
to try it. I'll risk it.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting, humans really care about the styluses they use to mark down their, on their primitive slabs of things. Like they require specifically a number 2 pencil. What is a pencil? Why is it a number 2? What happened to the number 1 pencil, man?
What if there's only 2 pencils in the world?
That's crazy, man. So like you only get to do your exam with like the second one. The first one's like reserved for
one.
who gets
The first one's probably like broken or something. Maybe it's in a museum. Humans love
Yeah, you're probably
museums.
right.
I mean, the fact that they write stuff down at all is insane. Paper? I think Earth is the only planet I know that has paper.
Right? I mean, I just commit stuff to memory and then we just don't die. It's that simple,
know.
man.
Humans are stupid. They can't
Like-
even remember the last 300 years.
No, for real. Like, like 300 years ago,
insane.
I remember what I was doing. I was sitting in a chair on a spacecraft, headed home, on a very long flight because my Glorp drive broke.
Wait, were you heading home from Taco Bell?
I might have been.
I think I remember that. I bumped into you there.
Yeah. It's crazy
Yeah.
humans think they invented that.
It's I know we brought this up in the last episode, but Taco Bell is an alien invention, and humans need to realize that.
No, for real, yeah. Another thing, you notice like humans they're strange creatures. Like some of them, they hear about aliens, they hear about us off-worlders, us Genzorps, and they start wrapping their heads in tinfoil. Like, brother, that's not gonna save you.
No. Well, I mean, it'll save them from me. It actually does work against my mind.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm allergic to tinfoil.
Ah.
Yeah, I can't really see through it. I can't mind control them if they have the tinfoil on.
What about just a normal hat, though?
A normal hat?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it when they wear hats. I can still control them. Sometimes they look good.
Sometimes they look fly. Other times the hats are just like they're hats.
They've had. I mean, how old are hats on humans? Because I think I remember seeing them. Shoot, probably back when they like invented fire. They had some kind of cloth on there. They get creative though.
They do. There's some strange little monkeys. I'll tell you that.
Oh, those little Gunzorps. Ugh.
On the topic of monkeys,
monkey. Oh.
Humans.
Well, aren't humans monkeys?
I think. Well, they're a type of ape, I believe. Yeah, there was a story about some of them smuggling, mummified monkeys onto their, their local transits, their airplanes. That's kind of weird.
Their airplanes?
On their airplanes.
They smuggled mummified monkeys.
Like, what are you gonna do with those?
How did they? Why? Where did they get them?
I don't know.
Did they mummify the monkeys?
I
thought
probably.
I thought only humans mummified humans.
Right? So then,
That's
like,
really weird.
did the monkeys figure out mummification too then?
That would explain a lot.
Huh.
Cause I've had way back in the year, in human year, I think 2, I started betting against humans. I was saying that monkeys were going to kind of evolve and become like better humans and overpower them. So
Right.
I've got a lot of money riding on this. If the humans are smuggling mummified ones, they might have an advantage against them in this war. I'm really
For real.
Oh, this will be rough.
It will be. I don't know. Betting against humans is kind of scary because, like, at first it makes sense, but then at the same time, like, I blinked and these dudes went from, like, throwing rocks at each other to, like, harnessing the power of the sun. That's pretty wild, man.
That is crazy. Humans, I hate to say it, but they are pretty crafty, you know?
It's strange that they
know.
figured out, it took us so long. Like, we figured out interstellar travel pretty quickly, but we couldn't build lasers to save our lives, and these dudes already figured out how to make lasers, and that's not
Wait,
fair,
they have
man.
lasers?
Yeah, they have lasers.
Since when? How come I haven't heard of this?
That's a good question.
Do they are they strong enough to hit us like here?
I don't know. I mean, but the thing is, they don't even use them for, like, cool weaponry things yet. They just use them to point at things.
They point at things with lasers.
Yeah.
Lasers are war crimes in this galaxy.
Exactly.
Of the damage they've caused. They just point them at stuff?
Right. I mean, all I'm going to say is there's a reason why they quarantine the solar system every so often.
Oh, my God. Humans. We're honestly in huge danger just floating above them right now in our ship. Did you hear about the thing that happened over Europe?
No, I didn't.
There was it was over Spain and Portugal. I think there's the name of the cities. They called it a meteor. They said a meteor, like a comet fell and landed there, and it was like really blue and bright.
Huh.
They think it was a comet. Was that you?
That wasn't me, but that was my Ginzo brother, flying the spacecraft. Yeah, he got a new one and he tried.
He crashed it.
That boy tried drifting it.
Dude, it was blue. How expensive was that?
He was moving that fast though, you know what I mean?
Clearly he was moving it fast, so fast that he crashed it. The humans probably have the ship now. Is your brother okay?
Last I heard from him, we got a call from a jail, so probably not.
Wait, they do jail calls up
Well,
here?
I mean, he survived the crash, but what?
They do jail calls up here?
I guess. I don't know how they got our, they seem pretty unfazed, so you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is Portugal. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a...
But yeah, I know he's in trouble when he gets home because
is.
he did not have the money to spend on that.
No. And now they own it. Ugh, I swear, if the humans reverse engineer one of our ships and they learn how to levitate stuff, I'm going to be so upset.
Oh, we're done for. Yeah. Because next thing you know, they're going to invite themselves to the Galactic Council meetings and be like, ooga booga, we need to, we were born to inherit the stars,
Ooh, yeah. Shut up. They've been posting about that a lot recently, haven't they?
Adrenaline is not real. Trust me, it's not
real. Humans aren't scary. I've got 3 locked up in my spaceship right now.
Oh, that's crazy.
I do, yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny watching them because they're so confused.
Yeah, I mean that kind of makes sense, but also at the same time, it's like, look, you've never seen someone from Kepler B before.
Never.
I mean, granted, I would understand being scared of that.
Okay,
but...
well, maybe shut up.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you ever do experiments on humans? When was the last experiment you did?
Oh, every so often. One of them figured out that if he dragged his feet on the carpet and touched the wall, it would shut down the ray shielding on his cell. That wasn't fun seeing this, hairless ape charging me.
What'd you do?
So I I had to turn off the atmosphere in there and like just put him in a pod and like yeet him back to Earth because we were cooked, man.
Do you know if he made it?
That would have been bad.
If he made it,
I don't
the
know.
humans
That's
probably think he's crazy.
I mean, we dropped him somewhere over, rural Tennessee. He's probably no one's gonna believe him.
No, actually, he'll probably just blend in there. Because that seems to be
That's true.
Rural Tennessee seems to be a big hot spot for where we pick people up.
I mean, I'm glad it's there because ever since Roswell, we can't get anywhere near New Mexico.
No, they've got eyes everywhere over there. Not Tennessee.
I love that we only pick on the Americans. It's so funny.
It's so funny. Sometimes I'll go to like South America. I love going to Colombia around the coast.
Oh, true.
It's honestly just really pretty, in my opinion.
Huh.
I do like beaches. I think it's kind of like this forbidden love because if the water touches me, I melt. No, humans.
But then it's like you can observe them from a distance.
Did you
Yeah, I mean sometimes we float over like Australia or something. That's pretty funny too. But then I'm really scared of that place.
Yeah, they have some animals there. I don't know how the humans are alive.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Because like humans are only like a class 3 species, whereas the koala bear, man, that thing is a class 12 species. We can't approach those things. They're that dangerous. How do they live that close to them?
So poisonous.
And humans just exist right next to them. If I got that close to one of those, I think it would like scar me.
I mean, some humans capture them. Do you know what a zoo is?
No, I mean I kind of do because. We may or may not have done some unauthorized expeditions here, but
no, I know what you mean. Of course, we can't let the mother lord know, but
no.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun taking a little trip. Yeah, they have koalas in zoos.
That's crazy. They trust them.
They trust them. I mean, they have some others. They have some
That's
dangerous
insane.
stuff. They have elephants, which I don't even know why elephants would let themselves stay in zoos because they're smarter than humans.
No, I mean for real. Elephants have been contacting us, forever. And then the humans come around and suddenly they start playing dumb.
Well, I think it's just because they think they're cute.
That's true.
Which I would understand. It's like if someone from Kepler A was on my planet, I'd be like, "Oh, look at you, little guy,"
Yeah. What's interesting is how primitive their terrestrial craft are. Their ways of getting around. They have these up until real recently these big just boats, which I think you'd be terrified to get anywhere near.
Oh, that'd be cool though.
That's true. You could finally be out on the ocean without getting wet.
Because boats don't get wet.
Right.
They float.
Unless they don't, but
Oh, that never happens.
That doesn't happen.
That never happens. Wait, you said they used to have boats? Wait. Well, yeah, because they have some airplanes now.
I don't know.
Right? They have some flying
They
stuff.
use just airplanes.
It doesn't float though. It what does it do if it doesn't just like levitate?
It just goes. I mean, it goes so fast that it doesn't.
Are they stupid? They could get hurt.
Yes. I mean, they don't.
If they could just figure out anti-gravity,
they're filling
that
out.
would solve literally all of the problems, and no one would be hurt. I would be so stressed if I was a human. I don't know how
I would be too.
I don't know if I'd be able to live with it because they're crazy. They're crazy.
They're doing it all in the wrong order too. That's the best
Yeah.
part. And like another thing is, they figured out the wheel already, but then they figured out the wheel, but they haven't figured out how to breathe underwater. Come on.
I mean, I don't know how to breathe underwater.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, Kepler A is
Kepler B is not. It's got no liquid. Kepler A is only liquid.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm honestly surprised you can even breathe.
I don't know.
air.
When did you all figure out the wheel?
When did we figure out the wheel?
Yeah.
I mean, that was after we learned to breathe rock.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just primitive.
They're so primitive, and yet they think they can go really fast. Newsflash, kid.
What else are you gonna tell me? That they fill sacks of like things with, hydrogen gas, and then are surprised when it blows up? That's crazy.
That's crazy. We back on Kepler B. Sorry to get into a rant, but back on Kepler B, we did not even get near Zeebles. Okay, we didn't get near Zeebles because we knew how dangerous they were. And yet humans are out here
No,
just
for real.
making them. Just making them. and they play with them. They like toss them up and down in the air. It's
It's terrifying.
terrifying.
Borderline barbaric.
I think it crosses that border.
You'd think so. I mean, I don't know. What's that coming towards us? Is that a manhole cover?